I hope traders and investors alike were green on Friday. Hope everybody's had time to get some rest and relax this weekend. Please keep in mind that discipline is the key to your success in trading. In this video, I want to talk about a market indicator called breadth thrust that we have just seen. To also want to take a look at the strength in the market. Some of these charts we have seen, I just don't have time to break them down in the regular video with all the other charts, trying to keep it as short as possible. So I figured I would do a second video. Plus, there's a few added charts in here as well. So this is the bullish percent index for the Nasdaq, and you can see a nice push here off the bottom. Very strong pushing up. We are at 51 there. Bear with me here. This is the bullish percent index coming off the bottom once again for the S&P 500. We're at 62. Nice move. We have plenty of room to move up to that 60 or 70 area. You can also see S&P 500 weekly. You can see right here a higher low. We watched this MACD. We've been talking about that MACD. That MACD never turned bearish. You can see this is our breadth chart. This is where we can identify the thrust at. So just to point this out, this is pretty much the same chart we were looking at on the Q&A this morning in the Discord, except we're breaking it down with a different version using different time frames for our intraday trades. Now you can see right here, we've been able to spot every move this year due to divergence in this market. This time we didn't get a divergence. This time we got what's called a breadth thrust. You can see the angle there. You can see this angle. A lot of strength in that. Then when we did start to rip, remember, breadth moves first, market follows. We started to rip. Look at the size of this move here. This has been the strongest move this year. I'm sorry. Obviously, it's this year, even including last year into this year. This is the strongest move that the market has had, as this much strength behind it this year. So this is transports. You can see transports have took, we've pushed up above this downtrend, pulling back, but trying to show some strength. Transports are looking decent. We need strong transports to have a strong market. This is our New York Stock Exchange. This tells us the percentage of stocks that are above their 200 and their 50 for the New York Stock Exchange and the S&P 500. You can see right here, 61% of stocks are above their 200, 79 is above their 50-day in the New York Stock Exchange. That's big. 66% and 77%, 250-day in the S&P 500. So this is a ETF. It's nail. This tracks home builders, and you can see this nice cup. It just pointing this out. We're starting to see some strength here as well. That would be a good sign for home builders and transports to be strong. This is the bullish percent index for the Dow Jones. You can see we never really cooled off here, and we know the Dow Jones has already started a new trend. This is the IWM. The IWM on the weekly closed above the downtrend last week, plus above that weekly 50. So we're seeing a lot of really good signs here. This is the NASDAQ composite. Now, this is the weak point. So we looked at, let's go to the weekly chart. We looked at the S&P 500, and we can see how much stronger it looks. Here we've not even quite pushed up to the trend line yet, as the S&P 500 were there. You can also see on the S&P 500 we put in higher lows. Now the Nasdaq itself is putting in a double bottom here on the weekly chart. To confirm this double bottom, we have to take out the neckline here. So the Nasdaq is the weaker end of the stock market in the stocks right now, and we know this because we've been tracking obviously the charts every week, going through the charts, plus in the Discord. But you can see the MACD's crossing there, so that's a decent sign. But we need to see more out of the Nasdaq. The New York Stock Exchange took the downtrend out above all the major moving averages on the weekly. Once again, you can see the higher low here and pushing up. Nice strength in the New York Stock Exchange. This is the Dow Jones. You can see the Dow Jones took out the trend line, was able to push up above the trend line, come back, retest the trend line, and is trying to push up. So does this mean the Dow Jones has started a new bull run? I'm not really looking at it like that yet. We're going to have to see more proof, and we got to see more indices joining, like the S&P 500, the Nasdaq. We need to see them joining the Dow here, but the Dow has started a new trend. Now, obviously, it can go right back down, but this is a good sign. Pushing up, come back, retest. That's where your conservative trader looks for your entries on your retest. So this is the semiconductors. This is the ETF that tracks the semiconductors. Took the downtrend out, come back, retested it, actually broke a little below it, was able to push back up. Good sign. Strong market, strong transports, strong semiconductors equals a strong market. And I'm throwing in home builders there. If we can get some improvement on home builders, that would be another great sign for the market and the economy. And so that concludes our charts for today. I hope you can find this helpful, and I hope you can see the strength that's in this market. So if you're a bear in this market, I want you to take note and please be aware. We don't want you to lose money. I'm an opportunist, bullish, bearish. It doesn't really matter whichever way we go for the day. But I'm hoping the bears take note and be careful. If you've been making money all year to the short side, that may be, some of these trends, big, deep downtrends, may be coming to an end. This market could be changing. I don't think we're going to come back into this raging bull market where we're going back to new highs. Make sure you catch tonight's video. We're going to go over some charts, talk about some earnings, and look at some of the charts we just did as well. But more importantly, we're going to talk about some of the earnings that we've been having and how the market's acting with them. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you in the trading room.